What is going on, guys? Luke here today, and I want to talk to you about two penny stocks that Ark Invest has been pouring money into. Now, I know some of you stalk Ark Invest every move, just like Kathy Wood stalks all my moves all the time. Oh, okay, maybe not. But the point is, not everyone stalks their every move. And others want more analysis and discussion on where we see these stocks going, are we going to buy, and more importantly, is this a fit for your portfolio? So I think you're going to like what I got for you today, and all I ask for in return is just a gentle tap of the like button. That's it. So let's get started right now. So the first stock they are buying that I will cover, and I'll be honest here, I have never heard of them before. Actually, I had to place a call to a few people to make sure it wasn't just a joke. But here, let me give you the information and then you tell me what you think when you first hear it. So the first stock would be aquabounty, or ticker symbol AQB. Oh, but it gets even better than that. Let me give you the stealthy synopsis on this stock. They have land-based farms that raise genetically superior salmon. Or is it salmon? Salmon. I don't know. Whatever it is. So has Ark finally run out of ideas, or lost their ability to find new dynamic companies, or really just lost it altogether? Thankfully, the answer is none of the above. In typical Ark fashion, they're probably just ahead of all the rest of us. Ark currently owns 5.6 million shares, and although it has recently broken out of penny stock territory, I think it's still volatile enough to be considered a penny stock because it may touch back into those levels here shortly. Now, aquabounty just had its first successful harvest this year in 2020, and they do not expect to put up huge numbers until 2028. Now, that's coming directly from their marketing material, so you know it's rosy to say the least, so keep that in mind when you're thinking about this stock. Now, on the flip side, like I said earlier, Ark is usually well ahead of the curve, and they have been hitting better than anyone else out there. So the second stock that Ark is buying heavily right now made more sense to me since I read about it a few months back, and that would be Nano Dimensions, or ticker symbol NNDM. Now again, I know many of you are quite familiar with them, but just to recap, they're the next level 3D printing company. Forget about last year's tech, these guys are on the edge of what this tech can do. But part of being so far ahead in an industry that has not yet enjoyed mainstream adoption yet, they are bleeding money. Hence why it's still in penny stock territory, but I will show you why it's actually a good thing in my opinion in just a second. So are these stocks a great opportunity, or are you playing with fire? Oh, and speaking of fire, get 4 free stocks with Webull if you just deposit $100. That is 4 free stocks that you can sell and use to buy any of these stocks, or Tesla, or any other stock essentially for free. So like, do it now. Use the link. It's free money. Free money. I'm trying to give you guys free money here. All right, now back to the stocks we were talking about. Now keep in mind these are basically penny stocks. And penny stocks are even more volatile than your EV stocks. I mean, remember, Tesla likes to 2x, followed by a 40% drop, then another 80% run up before a 20% drop. And that's just basically like a, 2-week period with Tesla stock. But unlike Tesla, these stocks are speculative, so they can make Tesla look like a Coca-Cola stock in comparison. So expect these to be more volatile than Tesla or other EV stocks without the safety of a great balance sheet or a great asset base to support them. But thankfully, one of the companies that we trust the most has made it clear what they think about these stocks. Ark obviously views these stocks as long-term plays in innovative, disruptive companies. But does that mean it's right for you and you should just add today and become a millionaire tomorrow? I mean, that is how stock investing works, right? I'm just kidding. I know all of you guys know way better than that. But I do want to point out 3 keys you must absolutely completely understand if you're going to be making a bet on any of these stocks. So the first thing you must understand is that these are all speculative plays, so there may be way more pain ahead. Look, no matter how you look at it, these are speculative penny or almost penny stocks, so it means it's not the same as some of the other Ark picks like Tesla or Square. These could just as easily go to zero as they could explode up to $20 per share. And contrary to popular belief, Ark has had some loser picks as well, and it tends to be in these speculative type stocks. Now on the flip side, Ark clearly views these as an opportunity and have been increasing their positions So if you're bullish on these stocks, well, guess what? They are too. And the second key, you must have the proper time horizon with these stocks. As with all speculative plays, you must have the proper time horizon. I mean, I could not tell you how many times I see people say they are long-term investors, then they do the exact opposite and essentially day trade or swing trade. So Ark's timeline on any position overall is a long position, meaning they plan to hold for years. Not days, not weeks, but years. If you have that same time horizon, any short-term pain would just simply mean an opportunity to add more and lower your cost basis. And the final key to successfully owning these stocks is having a plan. As we have discussed many times before, if you do not have a plan for every scenario, you will trade on emotions, and that will destroy your investments. And that fact is exactly why I made planning such a huge portion of my course, which is actually still on sale for now. I know, I'm sorry. Shameless plug, I apologize in advance. But I do know from experience that if you have no plan, every price movement up or down creates the same questions that you basically cannot answer. And here's a few examples of questions that you should know the answer to before you ever buy a stock. Do you believe in this company long term? If so, what is your planned entry point price? Where do you have this stock price in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now? If it runs up huge, are you going to sell and lock in profits? And if so, what price would that be specifically where you'll lock in those profits? What if you sell and it goes up more? Then will you have FOMO? If you don't have answers to these questions at a minimum, you will end up taking advice from someone in a chat room who makes you feel better about your feelings. Having a plan means you are ready, and every scenario for you is a win-win. You make money no matter what happens. Now, am I actually looking to buy any of these stocks? Well, actually, I am looking to add one of these stocks to my portfolio, but I'm adding it to my portfolio with a warning to you guys. So Nano Dimensions is the one I'm looking at. Now, I'm not saying I don't like aquabounty, but it's just not right for me or my portfolio. Now, having said that, here's the warning. If you are looking for an entry point into Nano Dimensions, be very careful. And here's why. They have been making moves that are great for the stock long term, but those same moves are not good for the stock in the short term. And that is, every time this stock runs up, they raise more capital. It's a really smart move, but it hurts the stock price a lot after they do it. And what do you know? They are doing it again, having just announced another massive offering of $180 million. Now, this additional cash will be poured back into the business, and that is a good thing long term, but it will make you a bit squeamish short term in my opinion. So I'm looking to add a small position if we get the same downward trend we have been getting after capital raise announcements. But that just means opportunity if you are long the stock. So I'm going to be adding this stock as part of my plan.